Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. And in this video, I'm going to share with you the top 7 Chrome extensions for any digital marketer. These are absolutely must in your toolkit. These have made me a lot of money and it will make you a much more effective digital marketer, saving you a ton of time and energy. So I'm super excited to share these secret extensions with you guys. And without further ado, let's hop on my computer and let me walk you through the top 7 Chrome extensions. Now, the first Chrome extension that I want to walk you through is What Runs. Here we've got KylieCosmetics.com, a pretty big e-commerce website. Basically what runs is this little Chrome extension right here. I use this pretty much on a daily basis, especially if I'm doing outreach or just getting to know about a prospect that I'd like to work with. It's incredibly useful because it gives you a ton of data on what analytics tools they're using. There's still some marketing tools, their widgets, their CMS. And so for example, here we can see that Kylie Cosmetics is actually using Shopify. Not surprised, to be honest. It's also using Google Analytics, which probably means that they're running Google ad campaigns. It's also using Klaviyo, right? Which is very, very interesting to know. I'm not surprised either. If you guys are not new to my channel, you obviously know that I vouch for Klaviyo. I love Klaviyo. We at my social media marketing agency, Mobile C, use Klaviyo for all of our email marketing clients. It's an incredible tool. It allows you to create flows, it allows you to create segments and a ton of other tools that are really, really cool. And personally, I think it's the best email marketing software out there. I'm not getting paid to say this, but that is Klaviyo. So very interesting that they're using that. They also have the Facebook widget in place. So obviously they're running Facebook ads. I know that because I've checked their Facebook ad library. And so it really is an incredible tool. It gives you a lot of insight. For example, they're using Yotpo as well. This is a review Shopify app. They're using PayPal as payment processors, obviously Afterpay as well, which a lot of e-commerce websites are using, which gives the customer the ability to pay in installments. And obviously they've got the Facebook Pixel installed, the Google Tag Manager as well, and they also tell you the fonts. And so definitely a very useful and very cool Chrome extension that gives you a lot of clarity and a lot of transparency into any e-commerce site and what they're using to really have the success that they're having. So that is the first Chrome extension, that is What Runs, and you can find it on the Chrome Web Store. By the way, all these apps are completely free. There are Chrome extensions that I use that are paid, but the ones that are featured on this video are completely free, so you guys can get started with them as soon as possible. Now, the next Chrome extension is What Font, right? And so similar to What Runs, What Font gives you a lot of transparency into the e-commerce website, but on the font vertical, right? So it literally tells you what font they're using for each of their titles. We can see here that Kylie Cosmetics is using Lato, and for the menu bar, they're using Universe Bold Condensed. Then it's the same one here, and let's see if it changes. Nope. So they're mostly using Lato and Universe Bold Condensed, and so it gives you a bit of an idea as to what font they are using. Let's see if it changes ever. It also tells you that this is a Yotpo widget from Shopify, which is the app that I told you guys about, which a lot of e-commerce sites use for their reviews. But that is essentially What Font is an incredible Chrome extension as well. And now to the third extension, which is going to be Video Speed Controller. This is essentially a tool that allows you to speed watch any video on the internet. And this is particularly useful, especially for those videos that don't allow you to change the speed. And why is this useful as a social media marketer? Well, essentially one of the things that I do on a daily basis is I funnel hack other brands, right? So I kind of spy on what they're doing and I consume a fair amount of marketing content from them to just see how they're telling their story, to see how they're hooking people in, to analyze the videos that they're using for their Facebook ads campaigns, for example. The way I typically do things is I will go on the landing page for a pretty popular product in the category of one of my clients, for example. I'm not saying I've got a client in the supplement industry. I may not, but there's just obviously an example for the video. And I will scroll down to the video segment. Most good landing pages will have a video component to them, and then I will watch this video, right? This video is 2 minutes and 19 seconds, but nobody got time for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start playing it, and then I'm gonna go ahead and tweak the speed, right? And so I've gotten pretty good at this to the point where I can watch this at 3x and still retain a lot of information. And I will take notes on how they're structuring their storytelling, how they're telling the brand story, how they are conveying the features and benefits of the product, and a ton more. So that is essentially how I use this Chrome extension. It's incredibly useful, especially if you're watching content, which you should, if you're doing your market research and kind of spying on other competitors to see how they're telling their brand story. And yeah, it's just an incredible tool. For example, here I can see the review just very, very quickly. Here we've got Joe Rogan, who is actually a partner in this company, and so pretty cool. And yeah, that is how I consume marketing content from competitors, and then to really get a good pulse on where the market is currently at and what people are resonating with. So that is essentially the third Chrome extension. Now to the fourth one, which is Downloader for Instagram, which is this extension right here, Social Video Downloader. That's what it's called. And so what this allows you to do is you can go through any newsfeed and you can go ahead and download any picture you want. For example, I can click here, and this is my Instagram profile. If you guys don't follow me there, I'm posting a lot of content, especially on my stories, document my journey. So go ahead and follow my Instagram if you haven't done so already. But essentially, I can download any image from my Instagram. Now, why do I use this as a social media marketer? The number one use for this feature is that before we start running ads for our clients, before we actually start the partnership, they share with us a ton of marketing assets to use for their ads. And then we'll go ahead and we'll actually prioritize different images and different videos depending on how well we think they're gonna perform. However, one of the things that we do to see what their preferred images are is we go ahead and we scroll through their Instagram to get a bit of an idea as to what they're posting, and most importantly, what people are engaging with the most. And so if there is a specific post that has outperformed all the previous posts, we'll go ahead and we'll make a note of it and find it within the Drive folder for their marketing assets. Or if we find that we don't have that creative, we'll just go ahead and download the creative straight away to really have a lot of agility and get a lot of creative output with our ads. And so that is the main way that I use it. The second way that I tend to use it is if I'm spying on competitors again, I will go ahead and I'll scroll through their Instagram, and if I see an image that I really, really like and that has performed incredibly well, maybe has an element of virality, I will go ahead and download it and I will share it on the Team Slack channel so we can have a bit of a conversation as to how we could implement that strategy for one of our clients and obviously make it better. So that is the fourth Chrome extension, and now to the fifth one, which is called Remove Recommendations YouTube VK Facebook. It's a bit of a weird name. If you literally just type in hide recommendations on the Chrome Web Store, you will probably get it. But essentially what this does is if I go my Facebook, I get this as a newsfeed, right? If I go my YouTube, I get this as a homepage. And so essentially what it does is it removes distractions, right? As social media marketers, we need to understand how dangerous and distracting social media has been created to be, right? And how it's literally designed to suck in as much attention and as much energy from us as possible, because then brands use it to make a profit and Facebook uses it to make a profit. And so we need to protect ourselves from that and use it for our advantage to make money and grow our businesses and add value to people. Right? And so the way you do that is by making sure you remove as many distractions as possible from social media. I found that on Facebook, it is incredibly distracting to have the newsfeed pop up every single time. And so that is why I don't have Facebook on my phone and why I have this Chrome extension. And so when I pop into my Facebook to maybe do outreach or to check in on my Facebook community, the Client Closers, which is an incredible community full of like-minded people looking to scale their agency and level up in life. When I pop in there, I do not want to be distracted. Same with YouTube, right? If I'm hopping on YouTube to learn something or to watch something with clear intent, right, I can only search for it. And YouTube is not going to have an agenda for me where it's going to recommend me videos that I don't need to watch, but that it knows I will certainly enjoy. So that is the fifth Chrome extension to really protect your time and your focus, which is incredibly vital to be productive and effective in anything in life really, but especially as social media marketers where we spend a lot of time on social media. And now to the sixth extension, which is Loom, right? This is a video recording software where not only can I share my screen, but it will also record me. And so I use this incredible tool for three main things. Number one is communicating with my clients. So if my clients have a question on Slack, I will usually pop into Loom and I will record a Loom for them. I will send it right onto Slack because Loom has an incredible shareability component to it. It gives you an instant unique URL that you can share out with anyone in the world. I will also use it to communicate with my team. So just like if my clients have a question, if my team members have a question, I will go ahead and record a Loom for them usually. And the third thing, a most important thing, is for client outreach. If I'm reaching out to a prospect that I want to work with and that I think is an incredible fit for our agency, I will record a Loom on their digital marketing strategy, analyzing the leaky aspects of it, and I will send it right over. If you guys want to know what I tell them on this video, here's a video that you can watch after this video where I will literally walk you through what I actually say on those videos to have them watched by clients and to land the client. So that is the sixth extension, and now into the final extension, which is the Facebook Pixel Helper, which is a Chrome extension by Facebook that was essentially built to troubleshoot your Facebook pixel. And so what the Facebook pixel is essentially a tracking code. It's kind of like a cookie on a website that gives you information about the visitors that landed on the website and most importantly, the actions that they took. And so we can then retarget them based on the actions that they took and what their intent for buying was, right? And so essentially what I do with the Facebook Pixel is, number one, I make sure that the brands that I'm reaching out to have it installed, because if they don't have a Facebook Pixel installed, then quite frankly, it's going to be quite hard to get them results because if you land them as a client and you don't have any retargeting data, not only can you not tap into that retargeting data initially, but the Facebook algorithm is going to take a while to optimize. And so your ads are going to take a while to actually get them results because Facebook has not had the chance to do the work yet to understand what a typical buyer for Onnit, for example, is, right? And so it will have a much harder time finding them online. Whereas if you have a seasoned pixel where it's collected a lot of information on the visitors that land on your website, on the people that enjoy your content, on how many minutes they spend on your website, on what people purchase, then Facebook is going to have a much easier time finding these people online. The second reason why I use the Facebook pixel is to make sure that when we onboard a client, all the events are tracking properly. This is something that you must absolutely do as soon as you onboard a client. Make sure that all the events are firing properly. For example, if I go on AlphaBrain, right, and I go on add to bag, right, and then I go to continue to checkout, does it trigger the checkout event, right? Let's see if it does. This is weird. Usually at this point, the event add to cart is triggered, but I guess that if I fill in this information, then I click here, Onnit probably has it set up so that it triggers the add to cart event. So those are the two uses for the Facebook Pixel Helper. And that is that for the top 7 must-have Chrome extensions for any digital marketer. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and smash the like button. It helps out a ton with the algorithm and the whole channel. And I really appreciate it because it keeps me motivated to create these videos for you guys. Also, if you haven't subbed to my channel, there's so much content coming out on entrepreneurship, social media marketing agency, digital marketing, and a lot more. So if you don't want to miss any of that, go ahead and sub to my channel and hit the little bell icon so you never miss an update. If you haven't joined my free Facebook community, the one I showed you just now, it's an incredible community. I'm posting a lot in there. I'm dissecting. For example, a few days ago, I did a little debrief of a new client that I signed for my agency, $7,150 a month plus the 21% ad profit. And I analyzed the whole thing from start to finish and also shared the lessons that I learned from that deal with the community. So if you want to check that out and join a community of 2,000 plus digital marketers, go ahead and check out the link in the description. Go ahead and apply, and if you're a good fit, we will let you in. And as always, guys, hope everything's going well in your journey, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.